Hello internet! It's the wrong Blade today. Now I've already messed with a lot of Blade teams like the Mortenax Blade teams. And you know, he can pretty much be used in like a lot of teams, maybe 90% of the teams that exist. So that got me thinking, does 90% include using him with himself? At least a properly clothed version of himself. I just realized he also has that whole like, you know, mummy thing going on in his chest here. So Mortenax Blade is just Blade without like the outer shirt, I think. And it's turned inside out, I guess. Like basically the outer shirt's turned inside out, it's also unbuttoned. It's pretty hot. But everything's here from the Creative Experience server, and let's just jump into today's idea. It'll be a pretty fun one. It is a Blade of the future and Blade of the past. Now hear me out though, I'm not just trolling with this. We'll have Blade of the past be the main damage dealer here, while the Blade of the future be the supportive character. And we have Asheville here to pretty much support all follow-up attacks, which Blade is all about follow-up attacks, well mostly about follow-up attacks. We have Hyacinth, and with her own light code, this can drain like 1% of someone's HP, and that is exactly what the normal Blade, the Blade of the past, needs to get more charges. And by getting him more charge, we get Mortenax Blade more charges, and by getting him more charges, we get more attacks for Asheville to attack with follow-ups. It is such a beautiful team, and it uses 3 husbandos. Unfortunately, Hyacinth is just too perfect for me to like swap up to another 7-foot husbando that would probably date if I was a lady, and in fact I'd probably date them if I were a man. Well, I'll show you the build first, which you will be kind of disappointed. But first of all, while Mortenax Blade, you won't be disappointed, it's just the same one, you know, the supportive one. Now the green Blade, the Blade of the past, while his stats is whatever, but it's more annoying because it's not what his stats says. It's just that without his Eidolons, I feel like he's just really underwhelming anyway. If anything, his Eidolons underwhelming. Look at this E2. Increases crit rate. Sunday does more of this with his passive just by existing, and you still need to be in Hellscape, dude. But yeah, the really strong one is the E6 though, with the 4 charge. This will really synergize well with like Mortenax Blade as well. Just get more follow-ups in. I'll see. I think this will work already, but it might work underwhelmingly. If it does, maybe we'll just like unlock the true potential. Maybe Blade of the past just needs a buff where the buff just says unlocks Blade's E6. We will be finding the only team that makes sense here. I mean, the only enemy that makes sense here, but it's not even like the correct element. I don't know how this will go, man. I don't think it'll be good. Now then, green or red Blade? Which one do we use the technique of? Surprisingly, I actually think it's the green Blade. We actually do need the green Blade to get attacked a bunch, which I guess the red Blade needs it too. All needs to get attacked, man. It's the depression team all over again. All right, so who do I attack here? I guess we'll attack you to start. Get the ultimate in it. The supportive Blade build allows me to get that, you know, defense reduction and all that right away here, which is awesome. And now we got a Hyacinth that gets 1 charge from Blade. We use it again to get another charge on Blade. And now we just need to hope for them to hit the right blades. Actually, any of the blades. All of them will like, you know, benefit from it anyway. And if you're gonna go with the AoE, that's even better. But they attacked the Hyacinth. Are you kidding me, dude? And they attacked everyone but the correct Blade. Yo, I'm starting to see why I hate everything. I want that synergy to appear, man. 4 out of 5. We're about to get to 5, but it's not gonna happen yet, though. I don't think Astro can help with like the double blades too much. Only the blades can help out each other, and I need them to help out like now. Okay, now Blade, you can get into Hellscape mode now. It's been so long since I used him, I forgot this was the angle he would point the blade at. God damn, he looks cool though. But here's the first fallout, which is 700k. Ooh, okay, I see you. I didn't expect it to be that good actually. But yo, wait, this team's actually not that bad. At least the damage output is pretty good so far. Now we got the green Blade. Let's just attack them. See, check this damage out, man. Yo, that's okay. That's actually crazy. I was about to like troll and then say like that's terrible, but no, that's actually okay. Did I overcommit with E4, man? I hope I don't. How much is this all gonna do? 800k. Honest to God, this is still like okay. I don't think I've overcommitted. This is what like a modern day, you know, tier 1 character should be performing, I think. Which I'm saying it for Blade at E4, which just shows like I think we do need Eidolons on Blade. So in any case, though, we're gonna murder them, and now we'll get in our ultimate. Unfortunately, we don't have any HP burn effects for the green Blade with anyone else but Hyacinth here. But I'm hoping all the damage boost effects still make sense for the entire team. Dude, look at this lineup. And then you have a silly little unicorn here, surrounded by tall and attractive men. And I'll also say this, Asheville kind of looks like Blade, man. They look really similar, just one has a hat. And this also reminds me of like the level 1 Crook Blade, the level 100 Mafia boss, and this one's probably a level 1000 Mafia Overlord. That's what their shirt tells me. And then there's the cosplaying girl in Hyacinth. All right, attack everybody. That's 9 charges. We get the follow-up attack in, which does decent damage already. Now we have the red Blade still, and yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. I have to do this. We do burn our own HP. Unfortunately, we do burn our allies' HP though, which is a shame. Can I finish it with this? I doubt it, right? There is a chance. My Blade's gonna like full attack here. here. With all the damage boost, can we do it? Is it enough damage? And oh, hell no. I think I might have misplayed too. Have I though? Nah, I'm okay. I think we'll get the 0 cycle for the first cycle clear, which is like probably the baseline for any okay, decent team, I would say these days. So hopefully this does kill. I think it'll do it. Yep, there we go. Now we come into this. We go in with a follow-up, and yeah, we'll have to wait now. No Ika goes. That means we get 1 charge for the green blade, which is like probably the best synergy for green blade. Obviously gonna go. Now we're gonna attack everybody. We're gonna go in with the ultimate from the red blade. Well, or I should say the black. You know what? I should stop calling them by their colors. Mortenax Blade. I just used my ult. How do you have it again? Don't mind if I do. Let's just use it again. This will probably kill everybody. It didn't. This will definitely kill everybody. It did not. I'm actually horrible with calculations. All right, Asheville, show me your damage output. I won't lie. Asheville's like damage output wise, so it's not exactly the highest here, I don't think. Maybe it's only with his ult especially, but anyways, check this for damage output. Bam, 400k. Is that? Gosh dang, dude. I know I sound sarcastic. I kind of am. I mean, to be fair, green blade's like a really old character, man. All right, at least this ult. Asheville just is 600k, right? As a main DPS, built like a main DPS. Come on now, Blade. Show me at least like 800k damage. You're at E4, right? Come on, bam. Oh my god. Well, gosh diggity darn. I guess, how'd I cope this? Hold on, let me think about this. I guess Asheville's more like a single target attacker, right? Which, you know, I say it's cope, but it does make sense. But man, I wish green blade was a bit better, but oh well. They did get the buff. He was great for like that 1 or 2 week, and then, you know, obviously power creep is gonna happen. And I already misplayed, darn it. I hate that the boss will only spawn the stuff after you attack me twice. I just immediately use my attack usually because I don't want to waste my energy gain. But it is what it is. Let's just attack you that way, and we're gonna attack you this way. We're gonna end our ult with the Blade of the Future. That's not good actually, but well, now Blade of the Green. I just said Blade of the Green. What the? We should still win this. It's just taking a lot of time. 1%, please now. All right, 0%. There we go. Now, attack the Blade. Any of them. Attack them more. Now, we finally get our turn. I'm going to use a basic. Get the Balefire Bind on everybody. Get all the damage boost as well. And chain that into your ultimate, Asheville. Damage-wise, I'm hoping for like 800k. I don't know if you can do that again, though. And you cannot. Oh, well. Now, the synergy is still there. It's 1 follow-up into Lil Ika, into 8 charges, you know, into the 9th charge after Asheville attacks, into another follow attack, into another follow attack, into an attack with you that gains a skill point back right away. And right after that, we get the green blade into just following out attacking again. Like, gosh dang, it looks so beautiful. We did do like nearly 1 million there, but I guess, you know, green blade definitely is better against like multiple enemies, 100%. All right, you're gonna start doing whatever that is. We're gonna heal up here, get a little bit more HP there. That's 9 charge with the Mortenax Blade. We get our ultimate as well. Let's just use all of them. So far, this run doesn't actually look that bad. I expected this run to be like way worse, but oh my gosh, this is not that bad. I got an ult here as well with Asheville, dude. If this could kill, okay, I'm being very optimistic here. This will never kill, man. Not, oh, whoa. I said never, but it wasn't that far off. And yep, this also wasn't far off, huh? 1%. I thought I escaped it, but no, it was not far off at all. I couldn't escape the 1%. We will be able to kill you with this. Did I take 2 or 3 cycles? I hope it's 2. I think it's 3, huh? Oh, it's 2. Oh my gosh. That was almost gonna be 1. That would actually be really impressive. What the? Now, given, yes, the blade is E4. But I mean, just look at what E2 does. This doesn't really do anything. E4, it doesn't really do anything. I don't think I've dropped below 50% health at all. And then, yeah, of course, we get the, you know, level increase. And this is also good, I guess. But, you know, E6, though, is where this team would probably really shine. If you're like a Hyper Blade fan, like you have posters of it and everything, you cosplay him on a Sunday or something, you probably have to get both the blades. And honestly, having E6 green blade, the wind blade, paired that with Mortenax Blade will probably make it look pretty good. It will function well, where the follow attacks from blade does get, you know, increased intrusive damage by Asheville. Not to mention, Mortenax Blade also helps out in terms of like reducing defense, increasing damage dealt. All that will help out Blade for sure. I'm just not sure if we should have like, you know, Mortenax Blade have another Nihility character to get that ult damage increase. I feel like yes, you should, but at the same time, I don't know if you would get rid of like Asheville for this team, or maybe you should get rid of Hyacinth for another Nihility character that can make, yeah, well, it's Weld again, dude. It's always gonna be Weld. But well, a general team like this though, that was really good. It was way better than I thought, and honestly, the Eidolons doesn't even matter. My stats are so subpar that the Eidolons might as well not be there. I don't think, like, these stats are not that crazy. crazy. And I would say only E1's like the unique one. The rest is like alright. And then of course the E6, but I don't know how many people has E6 green blade though. But yo, that was blade and blade synergy. How many characters in the game can like synergize with each other? I bet there are a lot, but only Blade can do it to himself, man. Actually, is there anyone else that could synergize with himself? I guess Dan Heng with Dan Heng, but who in the world uses the other Dan Hengs outside of this one? No way. I guess Cyril with Cyril, right? Kind of, but no one uses that, I don't think. There's actually not a lot of characters that could use themselves with themselves that I think about it, but well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be all for today's video. It's just a fun one, Blade with Blade, and it's a team that works. It also just goes to show how Mortenax Blade can honestly just fit in a lot of teams, especially when we pair him with like Asheville, where you have the option for, well, there's so many things you could do with Mortenax Blade. It's actually a worthy pull at E0, I would say, if you have like surplus. Now, I don't know why you would have surplus, because we have like, you know, collab part 2 and stuff, and the characters are bound to be stronger and stronger, so well, it'll be up to you. I've already shared my thoughts in like another video, so hope that helped you out, and hope this came as an enjoyment, and that'll be all. Take care.